Hey. Alrighty, here it is. This took us a long time to put together, so if you're looking through the decks on there on the left, you would see that there is a lot and they're all labelled Duelist Kingdom. This is the Duelist Kingdom. I like to call it the Legacy Tournament. What this is a 32-player tournament. That's right, 32 players. The original 16 that we had from the old Duelist Kingdom tournament. The decks have been reworked a little bit, and there's some additions with GX and Battle City. Marek and Ishizu will take part, and a few GX characters as Jaden, Alexis, Cyrus, mainly the main characters, along with Donzalug as well, because that's arguably the weakest archetype in the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's the Dark Scorpions. So Duke Devlin is in, Johnny Steps will be in, Rebecca and Serenity will both take part as well. Chaz, Zane. Now I will say though, the GX decks, they are heavily watered down. All 32 decks, okay, Thunder of Ruler. Let me start with saying there are some cards that are going to be shared. Shard of Greed is one of them. Thunder of Ruler is another. Offerings to the Doomed is another. We might see that card take place in this duel at some point as well. They've all been... They're sort of replacing the dark holes and trap holes and stuff like that. Thunder of Ruler and One Day of Peace are designed to allow comebacks to happen. So with Duelist Kingdom, one of the things that we learnt from the last tournament is that whoever gets the strong monster out first typically wins. That may no longer be the case. Not with Offerings to the Doomed or One Day of Peace or Thunder of Ruler, as Thunder of Ruler will stop a battle phase from happening for the opponent during the next turn. You can only activate it during the opponent's standby phase, but without a battle phase, it gives the... if it could give a losing player a chance to get a monster to the field, activate Thunder of Ruler, save their monster, and then summon, say, a 5-star like an 1800, which could pull it back in their favour and vice versa. All 32 decks, strength-wise, should be very on par with all of them. A lot went into the deck creations as Duke activates Dice Reroll. We will still have the uniqueness in the decks, say like Mai with the Harpies, Yugi, Joey, Pegasus, and Kaiba will still be roughly true to the anime. Same with Panic and Bones and Bakura and all that. Everyone's anime, like, how do you word it? Everyone's anime-specific cards that made their decks who or what they were and made the character who they were are still available. As we see Mystical Space Typhoon, that is another shared card. Every deck will have a Mystical Space Typhoon. In terms of Yugi, same with Negate Attack. Everyone will have a Negate Attack because that also ends a battle phase. Yugi doesn't have a Negate Attack because he has Mirror Force, for example. So we've looked long and hard and we have studied all the decks that we made here very, very thoroughly to try to have everyone be able to win. So it's a 32-player tournament. I'd be surprised if anyone didn't win at least 10 games. That's how even we want the decks to be. So every match should be edge of the seat kind of stuff, as we see M Warrior 2. However, in saying that, Joey is struggling a bit. Joey does have a few high-level monsters which can brick his hand, but at the end of the day, all the decks should come down to just who draws the luckiest in each match. The only deck that I might be worrying about is Zane. Maybe a little bit strong, but without all the support cards, same with Cyrus. He's got all of his monsters, but they don't have the usual support cards. So they act more like Duelist Kingdom monsters in that sense. As 7 Tools of the Bandit has been destroyed, Magic Jammer and 7 Tools of the Bandit is another shared card. But with Magic Jammer and 7 Tools of the Bandit, you really want to... and same with the Mystical Space Typhoon, the Duelists don't want to waste those cards because they could come in very handy. If they use them at the wrong time, it could cost them a match. There's Baby Dragon. Joey is not drawing great cards straight up here. So he's way on the back foot here. He's got Baby Dragon, but he would need a Time Wizard to be able to fuse it. There's no point throwing Baby Dragon down for it to just get destroyed. Joey, though, may not have enough life points to get through to the next one. Duke's really overpowered him here. Dice slops at that 1800. Joey's got 1800s, but he can't get his ones to the field. 1200 from Gradius. Duke, this is very similar to the deck that he did his Duelist Kingdom run with. And Duke, he won about half of his matches. So, oh, it's a Lava Battle Guard. He's got Swamp Battle Guard and Lava Battle Guard in his hand, and he can't get them to the field. So, perspective will switch. It is best out of 3. And Baby Dragon takes out Gradius, but Joey will be done at the end of this. So yes, it is best of 3. And at the end of the tournament, it's 512 separate duels. To be exact as well, there's Yoranzo the MVP, if you know, you know, and Duke throws down Dimension Hole. I think that's just for lols. But at the end of the season, there will be a... there we go. Joey has lost the first one. Duke's life points didn't even get touched. Bit of an average start for Joey. Now, a couple of decks will have specific rules. Duke has one of them. If Duke Devlin draws Dice Jar, he has to play it. Regardless of what he has on his hand or in the field, if he draws Dice Jar, he has to play it face down defense straight away, because Dice Jar is life. So Zane and Cyrus, they have their fusions, but they don't have polymerization. They have power bond. And they only have one power bond. So if they want to fuse, they have to risk everything using power bond. Zane does have a polymerization, but he's only allowed to use that to fusion summon Metal Dragon, because that sort of suits Zane's kind of theme. Alright, Duke Devlin's perspective this time. Wabaku's also another shared card as well. So shielding cards that can stop the opponent for whoever gets the... See, now in the last duel, Duke got the strong monster to the field first and he won. That's what cards like Wabaku are supposed to try to tip the favour of. So Duke started off with Gradius. He's got Strike Ninja there, which is a 1700 as well. And Joey has activated Scapegoat. So 4 Scapegoat tokens. Oh, there is a Magic Jammer. But, oh no, Duke doesn't activate it. I mean, sheep tokens, after all, they are 0 attack. They just act as shields. Remember, you don't want to waste your Magic Jammer. You can use a Magic Jammer on a Monster Reborn. Actually, I think all the decks have a Monster Reborn. Alright, face down from Joey. So, yes, 32 players, 16 matches per round. 32 rounds, 512 duels, and oh, there's Dice Jar. Well, it is in the rules. Dice Jar must be played, because Dice Jar is life. Now, Gradius goes for the face down. It is Swordsman of Landstar. 1200, so it gets to stay on the field here. Alright, what has Joey got in response here? Can he possibly get something good to the field? Tribute. He is going for the Battle Steer. It's an 1800, Gradius only at 12. Duke does have Wabaku if he wants it. Now, Strike Ninja is only 1700. It's the curse of the rule. Dice Jar is life. Dice Jar must be played. Because Dice Jar is just too entertaining not to play. Even if it costs Duke a duel or two, Dice Jar is such a fun card. Alright, there it is. Dice Jar is flipped up. Duke, oh, he's rolled a 5. Joey's has rolled a 2. It's 2,500 points off Joey. He's not having a good opening to his season. However, he does have the strong monster right now. Strike Ninja isn't enough. It's only 1,700. Duke does have Wabaku. And he's gone in for the attack with Dice Jar. He played the other one face down. That might have just been instinctive from Duke. He could have taken out another scapegoat token. However, Wobbuku's still on the field unless he... will he protect Dice Jar? It will be 1,600 life points. Duke he's still got a lot of points there. And Duke, oh, he does activate Wobbuku. Now there's a prompt up on Joey's screen, and he has decided to activate it. 7 Tools of the Bandit, so this will mean that Battle Steer will get Dice Jar off the field. Duke may be somewhat bluffing there. He does have Orgoth the Relentless. Joey may be thinking he might have Orgoth the Relentless in his hand. There's Fairy Meteor Crush. And Joey does have Scapegoats on the field. This could be very dangerous for Duke here. Or for Joey, sorry, in terms of his life points. And Duke has played it. Fairy Meteor Crush. This could be 1,700 points off of Joey's life points. We'll leave him with 2,800. There's the 13th Grave. Oh, Duke may be concerned with that face down. He's gone after it. It is Protector of the Throne. Oh, okay. What does Duke do here? Oh, no, he's gone after Protector of the Throne. Don't want to leave 2 monsters on Joey's field. That allows the possibilities of Red Eyes and a 1,500 defense and 800 attack. It does mean that Joey could tribute another monster, get another 1,800 to the field as well. I don't mind that from Duke, but his Fairy Meteor Crush, I mean, it stays on Strike Ninja, but Strike Ninja is now vulnerable to attack. Oh, and Joey has played a Shield and Sword. Duke does have Magic Jammer. So Shield and Sword is going to mean that Duke will lose both of his monsters. Duke has seen this. He's activated Magic Jammer to get rid of that Shield and Sword. So he'll only lose one of his monsters. I will guess that Joey will go for, and he does, Strike Ninja. So Joey may lose Masaki the Legendary Swordsman, but it's only going to be 100 life points. Duke, oh, good card, Negate Attack. It will also end the battle phase when Joey attacks. Unless Joey can block the Negate Attack, of course, but he's got no face down spells or traps. So the 13th Grave has knocked out Masaki the Legendary Swordsman. Joey's still with that Battle Steer on the field. And what does Joey have in response? Now it's Axe Raider. It's one of his key monsters. Played some roles in his Duelist Kingdom duels. One was against Bones when Axe Raider failed to get rid of the zombies. Negate Attack is activated. It will end Joey's battle phase. Duke electing to try to keep his 13th Grave onto the field. Draw phase. It is a Dimension Hole. It's not a great card for Duke. He's decided to set it. What will he go with 13th Grave? Get rid of a Scapegoat? He does not. He puts it to defense mode. He would like to protect his life points from here. Joey with 2 good monsters on the field. And oh, double tribute. It can only be one thing for Joey. It means that we are going to see the Red Eyes Black Dragon, as we do get a little cameo appearance, a little cameo scene for Red Eyes Black Dragon. It's a 2400. Duke's the only monster that Duke has that can get over that, I believe, is Orgoth. I believe Orgoth is 2450 if I remember it correctly, unless Graceful Dice can come into play, of course. Graceful Dice and Skull Dice are both in Duke's deck. He's got most dice rolling cards that can be of an effect to him in his deck. But Joey with Red Eyes on the field, he's key monster, and Duke has nothing to defend. He's down to 3,000 points. Joey still at 4,200, so he's kind of safe. It's a Spike Bot, not the card Duke wanted to draw. Turn change, and it looks like we could be seeing 1-1 here. We could be going to the tiebreaker match. Joey doesn't play anything else. Does have a lot of high-level monsters. Can't tribute scapegoat tokens. They just sit there menacingly in defense mode. Unless a stop defense is played. There's a skull dice. If Duke had something on the field, graceful dice and skull dice together are they can be very deadly. However, unfortunately for us, Duke has, or for us, a viewing audience, Duke will not be able to use them. It is 1-1, Joey and Duke in the opening match of the Ultimate Duelist Kingdom Tournament, as perspective will flip again. Back to Joey's perspective for this match. So if you're enjoying this, please leave comments. I'll get back to them as much as I can. Joey and Duke, but I have promised myself I will try and commentate the duels more closely. Rock, paper, scissors is won by Joey for this final deciding match. And Duke, who unfortunately does not have a profile picture. We've got Copycat, we've M Warrior 1, we've got Scapegoat again. There's a Grave Robber and Polymerization. It's not a great starting hand for Joey. It could be worse. Alright, Joey has decided to play his M Warrior 1. Now, Copycat's an interesting card. That can copy the strongest... Actually, I don't think it's strongest. I think you can copy any monster with Copycat. You can pick an opponent's monster, you can copy its attack and defense when it's summoned. It's actually a pretty good effect for a 1-star monster. Like, you could copy a Blue Eyes White Dragon if you wanted to. So Copycat... I mean, Copycat really should be a 5-star. Then again, it can copy weak monsters as well. It could only be a Karibo on the field and you only have Copycat, so... The thing about Copycat, though, is that it can't defeat anything unless it's powered up by another card, of course. It's a spellcaster, so a Yami or a Book of Secret Arts or something like that. Only Tank T34 is played by Duke, and he's just played a Summon dice. And a 4. You can special summon one monster from the graveyard. Duke doesn't have any monsters. He obviously wants to try and get something else to the field here. Throwing down summon dice out early. He's got 2 of them. And he's gone after the face down, which is M Warrior 1. So Joey again has set up a defense, but he's got only Tank T34 to deal with here. He's just drawn Lava Battle Guard, which is a 5-star monster. Difficult for Joey to get to the field. He's gone straight to his end phase. He's still got 4 shields on the field in his Scapegoat tokens. He's got Copycat. Duke has gone with a face-down defense. There are Scapegoats on the field, but he's elected to defend. Unless, of course, it's Dice Jar. It is a rule. Duke has to play Dice Jar. Even if he's going to lose and he's got a winning hand, he has to play Dice Jar because Dice Jar is fun. Joey has drawn Garuzis. A card he played a few times, but Garuzis is no help for him here. 5 stars. Okay, Duke has played Gradius. And oh, it is Dice Jar. So Duke once more will roll the dice, which can go either way. Duke has rolled a 4, Joey has rolled a 2. Joey has lost 2,000 life points. So Dice Jar going the way for Duke both times here, and Duke again has thrown down another summon dice. He's keen to get monsters to the field, but again he's rolled a 3. Not usually a bad result, but Duke's got nothing in the graveyard to pull back, but he obviously wants something else out of his hand. He wants to pile on as much pressure on Joey as quickly as possible, as Joey's going to lose all of his scapegoats here. He's going to have to make a decision on whether to use Copycat unless he can draw something on this turn to give him Give him something else back. It's a Mystical Space Typhoon, not a bad card, but not useful in this situation. Copycat is played. And there you go, you can copy any monster you want. Joey has selected only tank T34, otherwise why wouldn't you? And he's gone after Gradius. He didn't go after Dice Jar. Dice Jar's not much of a threat anymore, but Duke does have Cyclone Laser. He could equip that to a Gradius if he draws it, so better to not leave Gradius hanging around. And Dark Bat summoned in attack mode. Not the strongest monster out there. However, looks like Duke, oh he is, he's gone for a double destruction here. Only tank T34 and Copycat are both destroyed. Dark Bat will do another 1,000 points of damage. They're pretty even on life points, but Joey, ugh, he's going to have a tough time getting those monsters to the field. He's drawn a Swamp Battle Guard. Again, he's got Swamp Battle Guard and Lava Battle Guard, and he can't get them to the field. It's a bit of a curse with Joey's deck. Leogun as well. Rude Kaiser. Red Eyes. Joey does have 4-star and under monsters available to him. He just is not drawing them. He's drawing all of his high levels a little bit too early on here. Oh, Battle Steer. This is a shocker from Joey. I mean, it's bound to happen here and there. Players are going to draw brick hands, and we're going to get to laugh at them while they do it. Duke with a face down, he's just turned a Dice Jar to attack mode. So 1,200 will come off Joey. It's going to leave him with 2,800. And he needs something, and he needs it quick. He's only going to be able to last... Oh, he could get attacked 2 more times if Duke doesn't draw any other monsters. Oh, it's Kunai with Chain. Again, not a bad card, but Joey, he can't put anything to it. Duke, whoever was playing as Duke must be wondering, what does Joey have on the field? Joey, oh, there's Thunder of Ruler, the shed card. Joey won't be able to conduct a battle phase on the next turn. Duke really piling on the pressure. Joey is possibly lost here. Now Duke, 4 cards in hand, all together. He can only do 1,200 though. He would need... Oh, he doesn't play any other monsters. Possibly doesn't have any. Possibly does have all magic and traps. Dice Jar to defense mode. There's really no point attacking with it. Dark Bat would need 3 attacks anyway. Dice Jar wouldn't make the difference. But 1,000 off, Joey is down to 1,800. And he needs something, otherwise he is just dead lost. He has drawn... It's okay, Monster Reborn. He can bring something back from the graveyard and then tribute it. He's got 5 stars in his hand. He can take his pick between 3 1800s and Lava Battle Guard, who is 1800 defense. I mean, it'd have to be... Yeah, it'd have to be Swamp, and it is, because... Lava Guard even at 1550 attack, I mean, if Joey can get Lava Battle Guard to the field as well, he'd have a good field. Alright, Dark Bat under attack. Could this be the opening that Joey needed to get back into this game? He's got Kunai with Chain, which is a very nasty trap card. Especially if the opponent has launched an attack, it can activate both effects. Increasing a monster by 500 while turning the opponent's monster to defense mode. There's... Oh, contract with the Dark Master. So Duke would have Dark Master Zork in his hand. It's a dice rolling effect card. That's why it's in Duke's deck. And, oh wow, the other one was Orgoth. Well, have a look at that. 2,700. Now, oh, this isn't... Oh, poor Duke here. Kunai with Chain is on the field. Now, Dark Master Zork does have a dice roll effect, but if it rolls a 6, it will destroy itself. There's Dice Foon. He's going to go after Joey's magic and traps. And if it hits, Kunai with Chain is going to be destroyed. This could be the game-winning play here. Dice Foon. He's got to roll a 5. Oh, and he doesn't. He's rolled a 6. A 1 or a 6 is what Duke didn't want. Even 2, 3, or 4, he would have had the option of one of them. He would have liked the 5, but he didn't get it. So Duke, no doubt he has to go on the offensive, and he does. Duke was probably suspecting a trap card, but he's going to see kunai with chain, and he's going to have head in hands here. Both effects are going to be picked. Darkmaster Zork is only 1500 defense, and now Swamp Battleguard is going to be at 2300. Unless Duke's got something. Oh, it's offerings to the Doomed. Target one face-up monster on the field, destroy that target, but you have to skip your next draw phase. So it's a quick play card as well. It can turn matches in Duelist Kingdom. That's why it's a shared card. Everyone has it. Well, nearly everyone. I think there might be 1 or 2 that don't have it because they have a couple of other strong cards. Mystical Space Typhoon is played. Joey's drawn a Rude Kaiser. Oh, he needed Axe Raider or something. He needed something of 1500 or more, and he didn't get it. Well, it was a fun match. Darkmaster Zork is going to wipe out the rest of Joey's life points. It was a very fun match. A very fun opening match. Duke Devlin has taken the win. Joey has taken the loss. And Duke is one step closer to the finals. The top 8 contestants will go into a knockout playoff round for finals out of the 32 teams. Well, the first match is done, and it will continue on tomorrow, and I'm hoping daily, including weekends, this tournament will run. So Duke Devlin has defeated Joey. The next match is Panic going up against Mako. There's also Zane and Bones, Jaden and Kyber looks good, Serenity and Mai will be fun, Johnny Steps makes his debut against Chum Lee, Rebecca and Taya, that's also going to be a fun one as well. Who's going to win the heart of Yugi Moto? Marek and Chaz, Keith and Rex Raptor, Ishizu and Weevil, Alexis and the Paradox Brothers, Cyrus and Pegasus sounds good as well. Axel Brody, he has a Pyro deck. I didn't actually create his GX deck, and I'll explain why when his duel comes along. Yugi against Don Zalug, Tristan and Bashan, and Mokuba against the Big Five. That's an interesting match as well. Well, thanks everybody for tuning in, and I hope that you are going to enjoy this tournament. I know I definitely am going to enjoy watching it as well. Thanks everyone for tuning in, wherever you are in the world. Stay safe, take care, farewell.